What's up everybody, it's Dion here from General Hospital MV, my GH After Show. Today we are reacting to Maxie Jones' most memorable moments in honor of Kirsten Storms' 15th anniversary with General Hospital. Let's do this. Alright, now before we get into this, I just gotta say that next week we will be reacting to the best JaSam moments, so let me know in the comments below which videos you would like to see. Okay, on to the celebration of Kirsten Storms with Maxie Jones. I'm a huge Kirsten Storm fan. I have been watching her for the last 15 years on General Hospital, and I am turning 30. That is literally half my life, and on top of that, I was a fan of her as a kid because she was on the Xenon movies. Zetas Lapidus. I'm sorry, Kirsten, if you're watching. I'm sorry, that's so embarrassing. So I have gathered some of my favorite Maxie moments as well as some of yours that you mentioned in the comments and on my social media pages. So let's kick things off with the first video, which is Maxie faking a miscarriage. Let's watch.
You can't just make a baby with me and then walk away.
I just want the truth.
I told you the truth. You can't blame me for something I didn't do.
I don't want anything to do with you or this baby. You're just as toxic as the drugs. Now let go of me.
Maxie, you dirty dog.
Something's wrong with the baby.
She was a bad girl, man. I loved it though.
You have to help me.
Dr. Lee, she's performing a C-section. I'm the on-call.
Maxie, you have to tell us what happened.
She fell downstairs.
I think I'm bleeding.
Fell
I have really
downstairs.
bad
Well,
cramps.
yeah, she did throw herself downstairs. Oh, the fake pillow.
He's set up in 4-5 stack.
Is my baby okay?
I'm so sorry, Maxie. There was no heartbeat. You must have miscarried. I'm very sorry for your loss.
I knew something was wrong, and I tried to prepare myself, but until you said the words.
I freaking love Kirsten Storms.
I need to give you a pelvic.
She was so good at playing bad.
Just being nice like always. I feel so lost.
You've been dealing with a lot. Jesse's death hit you hard.
Jessie!
Yeah, it did. And I came to you for comfort.
And fed him
But then
pills.
it turned into more. I really fell for you, Lucky.
It was wrong for me to make you think that I didn't want this baby.
You didn't though.
The truth is I did.
Nah, you lying. She knows what she's doing.
I swear. Whatever it takes, I will make this okay.
Better not notice the pillow. I don't think he did. Alright, so that's the end of that clip. I mean, Maxie has changed so much over the years. I love her character and I love the growth that she experienced, but I do miss, feisty bad girl Maxie. It's fun to watch her. One thing that I really love about Kirsten Storms is that she can do pretty much anything from comedy to, feisty to just emotional trauma and drama. I love her. So this is why I picked this moment. This is Maxie at her sister Georgie's funeral. For me, most memorable moment of Kirsten Storms' Maxie of all time. So let's watch this together, shall we?
St. Timothy's Church. We'll be waiting. Car's on the way.
I'm going with Coop.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You'll let Bobby, you don't need me. Do you need help?
She hated Felicia. They really did Felicia dirty though by making her a deadbeat mom at this point. Running after Frisco.
It's beautiful. Yeah, well, don't bother searching the recesses of your mind trying to remember where you've seen it before. You haven't. It's Georgie's.
I didn't grab this video, but there is a video of Felicia returning to GH and Maxie being like, one of us had to die to get your attention. I was like, oh man, it was a rough go for Felicia this time around. I should have never killed Georgie though, what a mistake. I love it.
This this time, Maxie Jones wishes to say a few words
Here we
about
go.
her sister.
The drama, man. I loved it.
Dylan, I know I was never really nice to you, but I am indebted to you. Because you showed my sister true romantic love.
I just remember at one point the writers wrote it so that Dylan wasn't at Georgie's funeral.
And Georgie held you in her heart. There's one more person that I would like to single out because above anyone else, she deserves special attention. Our mother.
Ah, here we go. I loved this. I loved this. I felt bad for Felicia, but I loved this.
What can I say about our mother? Let me think. Well, not much, I guess, since she dumped us on Mac a few years back and never looked back. My mother is a Florence Nightingale. She ran off to take care of our ailing great-grandmother. There's nothing wrong with that, except it was just an excuse, because the truth is, my mom got bored with her family life a long time before she got on that plane to Texas. Probably started those nights she ran off to play mystery-solving adventure girl. We all knew it wouldn't be long before she wanted to take on that role permanently. She just needed to figure out a way to get rid of her inconvenient children.
Maxie, stop.
Don't do that. To me, getting dumped wasn't the worst part.
No one could stop
It was the way
Maxie.
she forced my sister to be okay with the abandonment to make herself feel better. Keep believing she was progressive and unconventional, instead of just a selfish bitch who didn't want anything to do with her own children.
Please, Maxie, it's enough. You're not honoring your sister by humiliating her mother.
Being abandoned by her mother was a fact of my sister's life, and I think it needs to be addressed. And all of you could tiptoe around my mom and act like it's wonderful that she's here.
Oh, she's so
But where
good.
the hell was she when it really mattered? Felicia Jones decided a long time ago she didn't want to be a mom anymore. And you don't get to sail into my sister's funeral pretending that you are one. You have no right to be here. So either you leave or I will.
Oh, she's so good. I feel bad for Felicia, but I mean, Felicia kind of deserved it at this point, so they fixed their relationship. It's all good now. Okay, let's move on to the next clip. Now, if you've only watched the show for a couple of years, you would think that Maxie and Lulu were always best friends and they were always BFFs, but it wasn't the case. At the beginning, they were each other's worst enemies. So let's watch a lovely moment of the origins of Maxie and Lulu from back in, I think, 2008. This is Maxie slapping Lulu. She's done it since then too, but you know.
What I did, thanks to the two of you, I freaked out on Logan and I put him in a coma, and then I find out that you guys were wrong all along. He wasn't the killer. We didn't do anything. Spinelli was just trying to protect your fairness, which I have to say is a name that doesn't exactly translate at this moment. You said that you had proof.
Okay, look,
Spinelli.
I understand your anger and remorse, but the wounded blonde one is right. I only chose
The
to
wounded
share.
blonde one. He used to call her the
May I
bad blonde one.
reemphasize our circumstantial.
You didn't lead on every guy that came into your life, Lulu. You wouldn't have to beat him off with a stick eventually, or in this case, a wrench. Better off than the guys that you date that wind up drug addicts or dead.
I mean, Lulu's not wrong though. Oh, man. Yeah, I loved their fights back in the day. This wasn't the beginning. It really started when Lulu told Dylan a lie about Georgie cheating on him, which she didn't, and then she slept with him and got pregnant. And on top of that, Maxie was feeding pills to her brother Lucky and getting him high. So they had good reason to hate each other. And then they ended up becoming friends after Lulu had actually killed Logan. And, you know, Lulu had a mental breakdown, so Maxie felt bad for her and really became her friend. So it was a messy beginning, but, you know, their friendship flourished over the years, and now they're each other's best friends and confidant. Now, Georgie's death was an awful experience for Maxie, but something that flourished out of it was her and Spinelli's relationship. Someone asked me to react to Spinelli and Maxie scenes with JaSam because they're always comical, so I found one here, so let's watch it and see what it's all about.
Jekyll realizes and respects that Stone Cold has a fundamental aversion to large.
I know what this is. You
even
guys
small
watch this.
social
Watch
gatherings,
this.
But I would hope that you would agree that the event of the Jekyll's nuptials are a out of the ordinary, once in a lifetime event, and therefore deserve special consideration. I would not demand much. But
Jason
being
on
my
his
best
stick.
man, you would be bound by matrimonial traditions to perform some necessary functions, one of which being throwing a modest but appropriately raucous bachelor party. I would require you to wear a tie.
See, up until that point, you were doing so good.
How long have you been standing there?
Guys, I loved
Long
Spinelli and
enough to be
Maxie.
reminded of all the reasons that I love you.
Oh, they were so special. What a special moment in time.
I will be your best man.
Gracious thanks.
No pink tie.
The color scheme's already been selected.
No.
No way around it.
No pink tie.
But,
No
Maxie,
pink.
You are in luck. The hospital carnival is tomorrow, and I was thinking that maybe you could take Sam as your date to make up for how you treated her before. I mean, it's the least you could do.
I don't know how you get these
I
seasons.
know, I don't like carnivals either. A couple years back, my boyfriend was killed at one. I don't know if you remember, but am I going to sit home tomorrow and wallow in bad memories? No, I will be there, supporting a good cause.
I already support Michael's foundation.
Well, you need to support Michael's foundation in person, and I think it would make Sam happy if you took her out on a date.
You know, he'd always act like he found Maxie annoying, but he took her advice to heart.
Yeah.
Just before the carnival story. That's a good one. You guys should watch that too. Creepy. Alright, on to the last video, and I know it sucks that we're at the last video, but we have to end somewhere. Someone suggested that I should watch When Maxie Met Nathan, which isn't from that long ago. It's like 2014, but it's a good moment and a pivotal moment for Maxie. She went through so much with Nathan, and him dying was, you know, her latest tragedy. It was horrible. And I'm so mad that they killed him off, but you know, the actor wanted to leave the show. What can you do? Let's watch When Nathan Met Maxie. Here we go.
Really, Mac? You know, we don't have to be at the airport 3 hours before my flight, right? You are not Mac.
No, I'm not. You must be Maxie Jones.
That is me. You are?
Nathan West. Nice to meet you.
The freezer takes forever to
Love
make
story
ice.
in the making. Who
Watch
knew?
out for that. I'm hoping to go on some spiritual journey or whatever to find myself.
And then she met Levi. Levi Dunkelman.
That's very nice
Great
of you to
times.
say, but as I'm
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane with Maxie Jones. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. Let me know in the comments below what JaSam clips you want me to see next week. And I will chat at you guys later. Peace out.